Hello, today we are going to learn how to play this song. Um, this is not really hard, in fact. We have to learn 4 chords. However, we have different positions for that chords, but it will be easy. So I have the song here, and let's start with the intro. Okay, so as you can listen, there's a melody that's always playing 2 notes, these ones. Always. Okay, and well, before I continue, the song is in E major, so it means that E is the main note, and this is the main chord, E major, and this is the scale. So we are going to use all white keys except F, C, G, and D. Okay. So what we can do here is do a mix between melody and harmony. So the first chord is E major, we can see here. And we can invert the chord. So this is an inversion of E major. Okay. This is the first position we are going to use. And we have to use these fingers, 1, 2, and 4. Okay, so 1, 2, and 4. And what we are going to do is we play the chords, we go up to this note, repeat the note, and go back. So chords, we go up here, notes, notes, and go back to the chord and play twice. Okay, so and again. And as you can see, this green light here, I'm always holding the pedal while I play this. So okay, this is the first step to learn this pattern here. The left hand is going to play octave, and then instead of repeating always the octave, well, you can do it, but I prefer to play octave, as you can see here, and then single note. So together is like this. So I'm going to do really, really slow. So left hand starts alone, and then together, and then it's right left like this, and then go back to the chords and together. If you look to the score, I think it will help. You can draw lines. So here is together, here is alone, 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 and together. Okay. So I think the score really helps to know, to understand when it goes together. So one more time, really slow. One more time and go. One more time, octave. And if you know this pattern here, everything will be easy because it's always the same. And this is maybe the most important part of the entire song. Okay? Yes, I think the hardest part is this one here, where you have to play right, left, right, like it's right, left, right. You see? So from the beginning. So if this part is hard for some reason, please practice this part here alone. Right, left, right, like this. Okay? So we play this thing twice. So it's E, here is E also. When we don't have nothing, it means it's the same chord. Okay? So twice. And again. And then we go to C sharp minor. So the left hand goes here. And it's the same thing. octave, note, note, note. And the right hand, we jump from here to here. So your second finger goes from here to here. And this is our new position. And everything is the same. And again. Yes, here we have a special note. So when we repeat the C sharp minor, the last beat, the left hand needs to go to B. So I'm going to play from here. So we have to play this B. Okay? I'm going to repeat one more time from here, from the C sharp minor. Let's go, and B. And then is the same thing on A major. And to jump to A major, your first finger goes here, and that's it. And the left hand, of course, goes to A. And it's the same pattern. Oops, I just realized I forgot to write the notes here. So here we also have the chords. Okay. I don't know why I deleted this note, but we have the chord here. So from A major, and then we go to the verse. So I'm going to play with the song. I think it's a little bit faster, but let's go. B. And then it starts the verse. And the verse, in fact, is exactly the same. We can do the same pattern. As you can see, it's E, C sharp, A, E. Okay? So the only difference is instead of finish on A, we finish on E. So it's just, we just need to follow what's here. Okay? However, we have other option to do. It's like ignore this pattern or this melody. We can play chords only, like this. Because we are just doing the accompaniment for the voice. So if we don't do the melody at the same time, I think it's fine, okay? And to make this accompaniment, we have two ways. We can play, so the bass and the chords, and we just repeat the chord, the right hand, like this. This is like really simple thing to do. We can also do some notes on the left hand between the right hand. So like left, right, like this. However, and this is my favorite and also really easy, is to split the chords in two parts, these notes and the bottom note. And we do top notes, bottom notes, top notes, bottom note, like this. And same thing for the other ones. It always works. As you can see, I'm repeating some notes on the left hand, and you can also do that. It helps to give some feeling and some pace and to the song. Yes, so you can choose between this or just chords. The song, I think it's playing the melody like that. Yes. Is always playing that melody. But if you want, you can do just chords. So let's play with the song. I've heard verse. The loudest voices C sharp minor,
shouting at the end of every day.
Okay, here, when you reach this E, we can use other inversion. Okay, so instead of use this one, we can put this note here, 1 octave higher, and we have other position, and I'm using 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, 4. And we can do this. So it's like a variation of this thing here. So it's like... Okay. Let's listen.
I've seen faith turn into fence.
Yes, you can do like... Or you can also do this. You can add this note at the end, like this. Okay, so it's a variation. And if you do that variation, you don't need to do it, but if you want, so when we are on E major here, we are here, okay? And then when we go to C sharp minor, our first finger goes here, and the left hand, of course, goes to C sharp, and it's like... Okay? And then, I think when it goes to A, it's normal. It's the same as before, this position here. But let's listen and let's play with the song.
At the end of every day, I've seen faith turn into fences, lines drawn in the sand. Mercy.
Yes, as you can see here on C sharp, it doesn't have that melody, so it's just chords. So you can do this position or return to the previous position that we learned, this one here.
Needs no pulpit.
Okay, here we have a different chord. So we are on A here. And then B sus is this position. Okay. So let me play. I'm going to play from the beginning of the verse. Let's go.
I've heard the loudest voices say they know the way. Love gets lost in shouting at the end of every day. I've seen faith turn into fences, lines drawn in the
C sharp.
sand. Mercy needs no pulpit.
And now B sus. Back
Just
to
a
E.
helping hand. We're all so tired of who is wrong or right. I believe in love.
And then we go to the chorus. Okay, the chorus is, we have a different chord, only one chord, it's this one. So, when we start on E is the same as the beginning, there's no difference. And then when we go to B with the bass on D sharp, so it means that the left hand goes to D sharp, and the right hand plays this position here. Okay, so I'm using 1, 2, and 4. As you can see, this note is the same note and the same finger compared with E. So E major, the first chord, and then second finger stays there, and we go down. Okay, and the left hand, it's here. And then C sharp, same thing as before, A, we already know this, and then it's the same, it repeats. E, B with D sharp, C sharp minor, and A again. I think it's really comfortable, this part. So let's play with the song from the chorus. 1, 2, 3, and go.
I believe in life. I believe in kindness more than winning every fight. I don't need another tired religion telling me who to trust. If heaven's in the living, then kindness is enough. I watch sacred work.
If you want to do this melody, you can also do so. It's the chords. So you play with 1, 2, 3, and then the pinky goes here and here. Okay, like this. If you want, it sounds great. Okay, let's continue. And then we jump to the second verse. And, well, we already know all the positions, okay? So we just need to play them. So I'm going to play already with the song from verse 2. 1, 2, and let's go. Oops, I thought it was a little bit later. 1 second. 3, and
Used like loaded guns, while grace was standing quiet in the smallest acts we've done.
oops, I think you lost the keys. Okay, they're back. Sorry for that. Okay, let's go back from verse 2. 1, 2, and
Used like loaded guns, while grace was standing quiet in the smallest acts we've done.
goes to A.
Maybe truth is simple. Maybe we forgot. It was never about the labels. It was always about the heart. If God is love, then love will stand. Not in the shouting, just a helping hand. No walls between us, no fear to defend. Just mercy rising again and again.
Yes, on the last A here, we just play and hold, okay? All right, now we have the instrumental part, and we have to play this thing. Okay, I'm going to explain really slow. The left hand is the same as before, so I think it's really comfortable. But the right hand, what I'm doing is a mix between harmony and melody, so we can get this result. Okay, so first we play the chords, normal chord, and then we change the position to 1, 3, like this. And then we just go up like this. Okay, one more time. And together, and you can, as you can see, this note here goes in the middle, together, in the middle, in the middle. So I'm going really slow. Okay, one more time. So together, left hand, right, go. A little bit faster. Okay, and then when we go to the next bar, is the same thing, but with a different position. The left hand goes here, and the right hand plays these two notes. Okay, and after these two notes, we jump, and it's exactly the same as before. But instead of repeat this position, we don't repeat and we go down like this. As you can see here, da da da, and then we go down. Okay, so and then we go down. Okay, so I'm going to play really slow from the beginning until the first half of the instrumental part. So let's go. 3 and this is already the next part. Again, a little bit faster. Okay. After this, the right hand is going to play this. Okay? And then A. I'm playing this part here. And the left hand keeps going like this. Okay? And when you reach A, so it's like right, left, as you can see here, right, left. By the way, we don't play this note because it's connected, okay? So it's like, it doesn't exist. Same thing here, we don't play these notes, okay? So we play A. Let me clean this. We play A. And then the right hand needs to do this. So note, big position, and back to the note. Okay, just this. Okay, so I'm going to play from here. It's right, left, like this. Okay, one more time. As you can see, the big position goes with the left hand, and then it goes along here, because this note we don't play. Okay, I'm going to play the entire instrumental really, really slow. 3 and... Okay, now with the song.
Again and again.
And that's it. This is maybe this is the hardest part, probably. Okay, then is the chorus, but it's twice, so it's this thing twice. In fact, it's 4 times because it's 1, 2, and then it repeats again, 3, 4. So I'm going to play with the song already. We are going to do exactly the same as before.
I believe in love. I believe in life. I believe in kindness more than winning every fight. I don't need another tired religion telling me who to trust. If heaven's in the living, then kindness is enough.
Repeat. And then we have this final part, and the final part is the same as the beginning. However, we have this bisas, and we didn't have this on the intro. So I'm going to do from the beginning of this final part. Same thing. And now it's B, and the right hand place this note, I mean this chord, and do the same pattern. Okay, like this. And to finish, we can finish in two ways. On the song, it's just one note, just E. However, you can finish with the chord. I prefer to finish with the chord, so it's like this, the final. And I like to do the arpeggio. I think it sounds great. Yes, that's it. Of course, you can always do more inversions. For example, on the chorus, you can do like the other position that we talked about, like. So I'm just using the same notes, but in different positions, okay? So if you know really well the notes of each chord, and same thing for B, same thing for C sharp, and same thing for A, okay? If you know that, you can jump between inversions and do other versions of this song. Yes, that's it. There's also one quick detail. On the verse, when you go from E to C sharp, you can play D sharp here before you go to C sharp, like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can use this note before you go to C sharp. And same thing from C sharp to A. It's this note here that I'm talking about. So C sharp. 1, 2, 3. You can also do that. It's on the song sometimes, and I really think it sounds great. So you can also use that. And of course, don't forget the pedal. Always change the pedal when you change the chord to sound. Otherwise, it doesn't sound great without the pedal. And that's it. Thank you.